Alrighty, Jeep dealers.
Yes.
Here's $2,000 off of MSRP. Also, Jeep dealers. Here's $4,000 in BS add-ons. Look at this, Dad. We've got a lingering 2023 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. All right, these things are obviously not moving fast. The MSRP is
Yeah.
$62,540. The AutoNation savings of $16,371 takes you down to $46,169. Add all of the add-ons back in, and you're back up to $50,342. This customer, Dad,
Yes.
reached out, shared this to me, said, I wanted to buy this truck. I'm not buying this truck. I'm going to go through CarEdge instead. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, just don't charge $4,000 in add-ons and you had a car deal. This is
You know,
hilarious.
when is $46,169 not really $46,169?
Yeah.
Apparently, at the AutoNation store in North Richland Hills, where $46,169 becomes $50,342 because, well, God knows you need those Mopar locks. I prefer Nova, but that's besides the point. A lifetime window tint for $600. Mopar electronic vehicle system. I don't know what the hell that is, but apparently you need it. Door edge guards for $499. $499. And if it's the clear door edge guards, well, I'm guessing, let's see, there's 4 doors. So yeah, they probably have, I don't know, $30 tied up in that. The appearance protection, I'm assuming that's like paint protection for just $699. Dent protection for 3 years. I got to tell you, if the vehicle was in a hailstorm, you'd be hard pressed, even with that, to have $700 worth of dent repair. So $700 for 3 years worth of dent protection, which is paintless dent repair, and they probably limit it to, well, can't be more than the size of a quarter. So how many of those dings and dents do you get in your car that if you just went out on your own and found somebody to do it, you'd get it done for 50, 60, maybe $100 a throw. A bed liner for 700. I mean, people wonder every day, dealerships wonder every day why I bash them. Okay? There. Stop doing that. I'll stop bashing. I swear to you. If you stop doing that, hell, truth of the matter is, if you stop doing that nonsense, I'm going to have to go away because there'll be nothing for me to say. You want to shut me up? Stop doing that stuff.
Yeah, you want to shut me up? Stop doing. I love that. I will say, Dad, I ran the VIN over on CarEdge.com. I went to the car search and ran the VIN. So you can see our target discount on this is about $4,700. It's worth saying that's the dealer discount. Igor in the chat is right. There's like 15, 16, 17% manufacturer incentives on these right now. So they were actually offering a fairly substantial dealer discount, right? Like the dealer discount here is probably somewhere around $6,000 once you take out the fact that the OEM is offering about 10 grand out of that AutoNation savings. But then they add back the $4,000. It's effectively a $2,000 dealer discount. That is not appropriate. We think there should be more there. And look how long they've had it at 198 days on the market, and there's a 201 days supply. So this is the type of information. Again, that customer is now just buying the Jeep Gladiator through CarEdge. We're having it shipped to them because they know they're not going to have to deal with any of that crap. But that's kind of some perspective for what you should be shooting for there. And I just don't get it, man. If the car is on your lot for 200 days, it's not moving. The OEM's giving you 15% off. Why are you playing the games? I just don't. I can't quite rationalize it.
Because that's what they do, because they don't know any better, because they don't want to modernize their systems. Okay. They don't want to come into the 21st century and make it simple, not only for the customer, but for them.
Yeah.
Okay. They don't want to do it. The GM of that store, who gets paid off of net profit, is thinking to himself, hey, whatever we got to do, whatever games we have to play in order to be able to significantly impact our net profit, we're going to play, as
Yeah.
opposed to saying, hey, let's just put a fair price on the vehicle, make it easy for the salespeople, make it easy for the customer, move a unit and move on in life. Now I'm not saying they should necessarily lose money. Okay.
Well, on this Jeep, I think that might be the case, man.
Yeah, but my point is, if you approach the business in a manner like Mullinax does, where you figure out what your margin needs to be, you advertise the price of the
What
vehicle at that
if you don't
margin.
mind, I'm gonna cut you off because what about how CarEdge does it? That's exactly how we're doing it. Because
Well, yes,
no shade on Molnax, but I wanna try and work this into our brains. That's what we're trying to do.
yes,
We advertise the price that it's actually gonna be, and you buy it. Like, that's all it is. It's based on market conditions. It's based on what the dealers, how low you can negotiate the deal. Like, so anyway, I just had to interject because I think there's some mental model that you and I are even just working through now that we're selling cars. Like, it's what we're trying to do.
yes. Well, and that's what we're succeeding in doing.
Yeah,
Um, we need to grow the network so we can service more people,
that's for
and
damn sure.
especially people west of the Mississippi. Um, you know, but yeah, I mean, what we're trying to set up is the way it should be. You know the price up front. There's no gimmicks. There's no games. It's real simple.
All right, saw this just the other day, and man, oh man, price increases over the last 10 years. Auto insurance up 85%, auto maintenance and repair costs up 50%, overall US consumer price index up 31%. Dad, this does not even include, obviously,
It,
the price increases for the new cars or used cars. But holy cow, man, auto insurance up 85%, auto repairs up 50%, and maintenance up 50%, CPI up 31%. Seeing it in a chart like this just makes it all the more real.
and that's over 10 years.
10 years.
Oh my! So one has to ask the question: what has forced insurance up 85% over a 10-year period of time? Um, I can understand with the costs of cars going up and with the amount of electronics in cars, I can understand maintenance and repairs going up to a degree, but 50%? That I don't know, that seems a tad bit high,
Yeah,
but
absolutely, man.
y
Absolutely.
then again, in most states, if you'd like to own a car, you have to insure it. Um, so we're kinda stuck.
I was shocked when I saw that,
Yeah.
man. The fact that insurance has gone up almost 3 times inflation, and the fact that auto repair and maintenance is almost 2 times the rate of inflation. I mean, it's just it continues to hammer home the affordability crisis. And then when you think about the fact that new car prices have gone up as much as they have, used car prices have gone up as much as they have, it's just it's tough, man. When I saw that chart, it just made me think, really, you've got to be kidding me.
I remember, during COVID shutdown, um, where auto insurance rates actually dropped because, well, people weren't driving nearly as much. Um, people were working from home instead of commuting, and insurance rates actually went down, and suddenly, they just keep going up. I keep driving less, and my insurance keeps going up. Maybe I should just drive a poop ton. Uh,
Justify that increase in
well,
cost.
something. It is. Inflation is part and parcel of life. But to see some of those jumps, that's just that's hard to take. If wages haven't kept pace, and in many cases and for many years
They
wages did
haven't.
not, wages were stagnant, that just makes it harder for people to afford just surviving.
Yeah, it really does.